So the other day I came out of the gym, I heard a few middle-aged moms talking, and all I could hear before I busted out laughing was, "Oh my god, green smoothies!" Because it seems like this is pretty much the biggest fad in the health and wellness space right now. Now, whether it's a green smoothie, a meal replacement, a protein shake, this whole idea of juicing and cleansing and detoxing seems to be really popular. But what's the actual truth behind it? What are the facts? Do smoothies and green juices and all this stuff actually help you lose weight? Or are they just, once you start doing this, you start eating healthier and exercising, and it's kind of a cascade effect? In today's video, I'm going to show you what the research says about smoothies for weight loss and for your health compared to just eating solid foods that are just lower calorie. Hey, Alex Hine over here at modernhealthmonk.com. Now, in 2003, a really cool study was done to see whether eating less but solid food versus eating less plus smoothies was more effective for actually losing weight and keeping it off in the long term. So in other words, maintenance as well as just weight loss. So the researchers that actually embarked on this study because they observed that supplements and meal replacements were a billion-dollar industry, and they wanted to see if there was actually proof of efficacy to see if this kind of stuff worked. So the researchers in this actual study, they took two groups of people. The first group of people was just, the first group was on a typical low-calorie diet. The second group was on a low-calorie diet plus 1 to 2 meals that were actually of a meal replacement, so a smoothie, in other words. Now, these people were then evaluated after 3 months and after 1 year, after implementing these core behaviors, these core habits. And, a lot of people did drop out. But the people that survived, the people that were actually there the entire duration of the study, here's what they discovered. So at the 3-month and 1 year benchmark, where the researchers were measuring this, the people that did the low calorie plus the meal replacement, so plus the shakes, had improved their weight, their health, their physiology in every single way more than the people that just starved themselves with the low calorie thing. So the actual smoothie people lost 7 to 8% of their total body weight, versus the people that did just a low calorie lost 3 to 7%. So they literally lost double the weight. They had double the improvement of the people that were just doing the low calorie, just eat less kind of thing. Now, what's also cool is not only did the smoothie people, they lost about double the weight, they lost an extra 5 pounds over the year. And the best part is that the dropout rate was way lower. So it was much more realistic, much easier to adhere to, and much easier to maintain with the actual smoothies themselves. That's not really surprising, is it? It's more fullness, more satiety. So what are the takeaways and tiny habits for you today? Well, the first is that I am a big believer in smoothies. I am a big believer in green drinks. I would not use them as an actual diet. I would use them as a supplement. But again, there are so many people, and I've got case studies and case studies and case studies, my own clients, my own students, my own friends, for example, taking one tiny habit. For example, there's an interview with the success story Ryan, who lost 15 pounds and, more importantly, actually was consistent with a health and weight loss habit, multiple actually, for the first time in his life after 28 or 30 years. And the one habit he implemented was just having a smoothie during the day. He added a veggie and fruit smoothie. And that single habit led to a cascade of other positive health habits, led to a snowball effect that made it so much easier for him to be consistent. That one habit led to a series of other habits leading to 15 to 20 pounds of weight loss, insane energy, and more importantly, habits that actually stuck. The second takeaway here is I would suggest using smoothies for snacks, not necessarily for meal replacements. So some of my clients I do a morning green smoothie with. If they're really in a rush, we'll do a morning green smoothie. But otherwise, I would make a green smoothie in the morning and take it as your snack throughout the day. So typically when you're snacking throughout the day, it tends to be because you're hungry. And when we're hungry, we tend to crave carbs and sugar. So what I would do is use your plant or fruit-based smoothie, whatever, carry it around as your snack. Now, I'm extreme. I actually leave a blender at my work. I leave the blender with the ingredients at my work. The coconut oil, the peanut butter, everything sitting under my desk. So I know every single day, 4:30 p.m., I'm going to make my smoothie. So that's another thing you can do as well. But I would use it for snacks because then you can still fill yourself up, still feel like you're consuming something without overeating and still, eating junk. And as far as what you put in your smoothies, that's obviously a pretty big question. I've got videos on that as well. But the main thing I would suggest is one of two types. The first would be a green or veggie smoothie. That goes without saying. Now, I'll link up to some recipes below or around this area, but typically I use kale, cucumber, apple, ginger, romaine, or just swap the kale for Swiss chard. You can add honey, you can add, usually the apple's sweet enough. But that's a really simple recipe you can do in 5 minutes in the morning. Or I would suggest doing a protein-based smoothie. Now, my protein-based smoothie is pretty high fat, and what it looks like is a scoop of whey protein with coconut oil, peanut butter, and then some other things like a banana or some other fruits as well. You can add honey, whatever it takes. So those are two very good options for you there. But those would be your tiny habit takeaways for today. So I would suggest using smoothies, but use them right. Use them as snacks, and also go with either a green juice or go with a protein shake. And those are two ways, you can really easily add a smoothie to your daily routine and stay fuller without having to have an extra meal. So I hope that helps. If you're on YouTube, go on over to modernhealthmonk.com. I've got a real food weight loss guide for you there on the core habits you need to know. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, and I want you to leave a comment below. On the blog and on YouTube, tell me what's your favorite smoothie, first of all. What do you typically add to it? And what are you looking to learn about other smoothies or other supplements or other blends and meal replacements that can help you? And I also want you to leave a comment below, and I want you to tell me one thing. What's your favorite smoothie? What's your favorite green juice, your favorite shake, or your favorite smoothie? Tell me below, and I'll share it with some others. Thanks so much, take care, and I'll see you next time.